Hi guys.
Hi.
So we're happy to see you watch this episode of Love and Relationship series. And today we'll be talking about
Over familiarity in relationship and marriage.
see finish. It's
Yeah.
called see finish.
For those in Nigeria, you know what see finish
See finish, you don't see
means.
the person finish. And so over familiarity simply is losing regard for your partner or taking your partner for granted.
Granted.
Yeah, that's just a simple explanation. Thinking that you already have them to yourself, and then
There's no need to keep up.
yes, there's no need
There's no need to put in effort
put in
anymore.
the effort that you used to, just as you used to call before. So much effort to put in calling before you started dating. When you're still chasing the girl, the guy was still tickling your fancy. Then you had to do a lot of calls and everything. But now you're in a relationship or you're married, and then all those things just go away. So it's just something that creeps in so easily if you don't take note of it.
And also because you can say that yes, life just happens. A lot of vicissitudes of life start throwing things at you, and you have to face life. So there's no time to do all those things. But trust me, these are the basic ingredients that helps our relationship, avoiding over familiarity and seeing finish of your partner. So this morning we'll also like to help you to remember some of the things that can help you avoid over familiarity in that relationship and marriage.
Okay, so we start by saying respect your partner, both male and female. Everyone wants respect, so it's important that you show your respect, and then this respect starts from the heart, and respect also starts from the heart. And once you lose that respect, every action, when you lose that respect in your heart, every action shows this respect. The way you talk, the way you even place there are things that you used to do before you just started disrespect everything in every action that you do, no matter how hard you try to cover it up.
keep
It
up with
doesn't it doesn't work that way. It shows in every action you do.
And one thing also is respect. In as long as relationship and marriage is concerned, respect is a basic ingredient. You don't have to wait for your partner to earn that respect. You must respect them regardless. It's even a commandment in scripture. You must respect them from your heart, reference them in your heart. When it comes to this relationship and marriage, and after God in your life, your partner comes after, because they determine to a large extent how our lives will turn out. And the next thing is value.
Yeah, before we even go to that, another thing is I just want to chip in quickly that the same way one lose, when you have over familiarity with God, you know how you just begin to lose, the gap begins to grow. You begin not to pray, you begin not to do your devotion because you think, what else? You know everything. You're comfortable around God. You're already comfortable around God, and then
you stop making the effort.
Stop making the effort
to keep up with that relationship with God.
So it just applies to your relationship also. So another thing is that you value their opinion. When your partner gives an opinion, you don't trash it as if it's not important. Everybody you don't want to lose your voice. So it's important that you value your partner's opinion when they say something. Even when you're not going to use that advice or the opinion they're giving, you don't disregard as if they've not said anything important or just water it down. You respect their opinion, value their opinion.
Yes, it also means that you also value their side of life, their perspective of life, the differences. You must value those differences. Those are the things that make your partner the person whom he or she is. And the next one is you must also ensure to continuously magnify their uniqueness and their strengths. So we always come to the point where we feel that we've seen everything about our partner, and by default, if you're not intentional, you continue to focus on their weaknesses, which will cause you to just become too over familiar with them and not respect them anymore. So one thing that I do is to consistently focus my attention on my spouse's strengths and uniqueness. this will, for men, it's a subtle advice. This will also help you, because there are 1,001 women outside there. You can become too familiar with your spouse or with your fiancé that you begin to see the women out there as being special. Trust me, your wife is as special as you see her to be. You must focus on their strength and uniqueness. And also, the last one is avoid comparison. Comparison is the greatest stealer of joy, and it is something that makes you just lose something. When you start comparing things, the tendency for that thing to lose relevance in your eye heightens. So you must avoid comparing your partner. Oh, see what your mates are doing, see what other women are wearing, see what other men are driving. Avoid things like that. Your relationship is unique to you. And also, lastly, in conclusion, I would like to emphasize that when we avoid overfamiliarity in our relationships and marriage, it helps us to be able to reap some of the benefits of the grace and oil that flows out of the life of our partner. There was a story of a woman in her home that her husband is a minister of God. He goes out there, he preaches, he performs miracles, but in the home, they were not seeing these big things happen. And that day, while they were in service in the church and people were sharing testimonies, the woman left the church. She went back home, and the man was surprised at what could have happened. So after church, he quickly left the service and he came back home. And when he came back home, he saw that the woman had prepared the table, made everything very, very nice plates, very nice setting. And the man was surprised, and the man asked her, what's the meaning of all this? She said she has been taking the priest in her husband for granted for a very long time. And she knelt down and asked the man to pray for her. And through that act of honor, she was able to reap the benefits from the grace that flows out of the life of our husband. So this is what we're trying to say, that we should try as much as possible to honor our spouse and to avoid overfamiliarity. Thank you. We hope you've learned today from today's episode, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. And just to add, the Bible says a man is not without honor except in his own house. So I hope that you understand that and make use of it. God bless you. Have a great and productive day.
Thank you.